Hey, Lasat. Thanks for popping in anyway. Hope you have a good day, night. I don't actually know what time it is in your time zone. Hope you're doing well. What's the actual one? Here I should also pick Ethan's, because I believe that's also one of the same events. 3.
Doctor? Here, take this. Decorate your room with it. Ah, but not at the head of your bed. What does it do? Haha, now that would be telling.
很奇妙的地方呢，有很多没见过的东西。
Now I want a new workshop.
很奇妙的地方呢，有很多没见过的东西。
Doktor, was murmelst du denn da? Ich werde dich nicht zwingen, die Gedichte zu rezitieren. aber du hast sie schon gelesen, nicht wahr?
Well, I think I'm gonna get started now. Head over to Twilight of Valamonda to start working our way over to unlocking Lessing's mod. I also have to get Ethan's mod along the way, so I have to remember to do that at TW3. But I do want to read this event. I mean, obviously it has Litanian lore, so I gotta. But also it's just interesting characters and stuff. Folnick's really cool, and I'd like to learn more about her. But that's probably going to be an off-stream thing.
Die Einsatzpläne liegen in deiner Verantwortung und du in meiner. Gib mir deine Befehle.
These are probably
Ehrlich gesagt,
all easy
der
enemies at the
Sprecher der
beginning,
Kazimierz
so
Haupthandelskammer hat sich immer
I
beschwert,
don't think I
dass
need to
ich
do
mich
the
kaum
SCV
für
yet.
meine eigene...
Man, the background is really cool. Man, I do need to read this event.
We can take care of ourselves, Professor. You just focus on giving orders.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte Rat, den ich dir geben kann. Ich werde der vorübergehenden Stille lauschen.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
Noch immer lass die Zeit auf dieser düsteren
I'm
Nacht
kind of wondering if this
ruhen.
might be a Vivi solo map, but not gonna risk it. I desperately need that sanity to get rocks and stuff in the current event.
Außergewöhnliche
Okay,
Melodien können nur mit einer bebenden Seele gespielt werden.
How's everyone doing today?
Noch immer blass-weiße Rosen. Schlechte Kleingeister. Noch immer, Poesie ist Stoff aus den Fäden unserer Gedanken.
Mission accomplished.
Is it over? Sehr gut. I need somewhere to rest for a moment, before my headache gets any worse.
Ooh, kind of 3 lanes. This is an interesting one. Well, I'll probably just spawn camp. I should also, actually, maybe I do want to use even S2 just because it's funny. Okay, I think the next one is the one that I have to do for Ethan. Which I should be...
Gehen wir. Rechtzeitiges Aufbrechen ebnet den Weg für eine frühe Rückkehr. Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte Rat, den ich dir geben kann.
I should have put Vivi down one. Well.
Da, wo ich hingehe, wird meine Hilfe eher benötigt als hier.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
The performance will begin soon, but it seems our audience can't contain themselves.
Poesie ist Stoff aus den Fäden unserer Gedanken.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Even S2 funny.
As startling as a
Oh, my
tritone.
mic volume's not. My mic volume is actually at max. I'm gonna turn down the game audio a little bit to balance that. How is that?
As startling as a tritone.
A shrill howl. That's what happens when you mess up while performing.
As startling as a tritone.
Deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
Okay, glad to hear it.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
How's it going, by the way?
Du hast recht, Doktor. Die inspirierendsten Zeilen werden immer während eines Sturms geschrieben.
I'm using OBS. It was one that I knew of and was free, so not a big budget setup here, admittedly. I think I know how this event works by now. They keep using the gramophones in like so many other things. But I despite never having played this, I kind of have a reasonable understanding of how this works.
Hey, dummies! Bring it on!
Speed. No way out for you.
All right. Understood. Not one step backward.
Yeah, no, I haven't played it yet.
Show them what I can do.
Listen, I do love Falanic. I really
The
want to
one
get
way
her,
a
which is
hunt
part of the
can
pers
bend.
purpose of doing this. But when you start like 3 years into the game, you don't necessarily have the sanity and resources to do all of the events all at once, unfortunately. And this has just been one that there's been like multiple times where I've been like, oh, I should do this. And then it's been like, once I've started like YouTube stuff, it'd be like, oh, I should do this as like a thing. And then it just hasn't happened until now. But finally making it happen because I kind of want to have the option of lessing second mod for when the contingency contract rolls around. Because I feel like I will probably have him on S2, and I also feel like they'll probably have enough defense that it won't be the easiest thing in the world to like actually get him doing damage. But we shall see. I'm also really curious how hard the damage reduction, the range damage reduction, will hit in the next CC. Because I feel like that's kind of... I know there's some pretty beefy ranged enemies that kind of just sit there and like have pseudo global range. And maybe he can tank them. I don't know. He tanked surprisingly well in CCB1, but yeah, gonna have to do a little bit more to get this working here. Okay, this is the Ethan map. I think I can only have... Okay, no, I need to double check what I need. Oh, this Tin Man. Yeah, I guess the extra attack speed would kind of go pretty hard. I mean, it's like a mod that's like pretty specifically designed for S2 with the way that like the base effect aside, with the way that like the talent multiplication works on S2, but yeah, I don't know. I do have his S1 at M3, but I haven't actually used it that much. It is a legitimate skill, to be honest. It's like a rare case of there actually being a reason to use it on a 6-star. But I don't know. Also, I'm gonna be honest, I haven't had as much time to push like hardcore niche stuff while I've been doing videos and guides and stuff. Like those take so much time. Which I kind of miss, which is also partially why I want to do this event now, so that I can actually like play with my squad a bit more for other operators.
Doktor, was murmelst du denn da? Ich werde dich nicht
Should probably
zwingen, die
actually look at what
Gedichte
this
zu
does.
rezitieren. Aber du hast sie schon gelesen, nicht wahr?
I mean, we know I'm going to include Vivi. That much is obvious. Ethan for his mod challenge. They're just always useful.
And gentle breeze. I hope everyone makes it home safe.
Do some even S2 funnies.
I'll follow your baton for the time being.
But yeah, the plan for CCBD3 is to hopefully, this is like either it's going to be perfect and amazing, or it will be absolutely miserable and will cost me so much.
Let's make it a blitzkrieg, shall we?
But the immediate plan, oh, I thought I completely didn't pay attention to what this map actually was. But the plan is hopefully I can make it work with even S2 to adjust the position of the Originium thingy, the altar or whatever it's called, to move the tornado. And if I can do that, I can potentially like I can potentially have that do its work for it, because the thing about that CC is that it also has the stupid annoying not elites that have 95 res, which will be miserable for like all of my units. So if I can get the storm to deal with them, that would be kind of massive for me. We will see if that actually ends up working, because even S2 is like the least predictable and the least easily manageable skill in the world. So I'm not 100% convinced it'll work.
As startling as a tritone.
Lass weiße Rosen. Schlechte Kleingeister.
For today, Ethan's an honorary Litanian.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
But yeah, the other thing about even S2 is that it also means I won't be using even S3 for CCB3, which might be throwing. Like usually it's not a great idea to not take one of your best units' best skills, but maybe it'll work out. TBD, we'll see. Yeah, basically Litanians are going to be 100% dependent on whether or not even S2 ends up working for the shifting.
Feel like you're gonna faint?
Otherwise, maybe I will just call it and play Shuzenji only because they have 2 shifters. 2 real shifters that aren't like even
had
doing
no idea you were so clever and
a
learned.
joke skill.
I was going to ask you help
We'll
me
see.
make Maya tongue, but with such a good head on your shoulders, I'm
Okay, we're actually
feeling a
getting
little
close
bad
to
now.
the... Oh, we get the free suzerain. Interesting. This is the one map where everyone deploys Ack and immediately kills suzerain. Poor child.
Ehrlich gesagt, der Sprecher der Kazimierz Haupthandelskammer hat sich immer beschwert, dass ich mich kaum für meine eigenen Matches interessiere.
Ethan can borrow the passport that Even tore up at the end of
We can
his
take care
event.
of ourselves, Professor. You just focus on giving orders.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We gotta start. We got a quick start. That is the worst possible thing for my niche. Okay, blessing start it is.
Meine Hilfe eher benötigt als hier.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besungen. Blass-weiße Rosen. Schlichte Kleingeister.
I'll warm up my fingers first.
Noch immer warte ich auf Lass die Zeit auf dieser düsteren Nacht ruhen.
Can you feel it? The melodious emotions of that pianissimo.
Is it the explodey guys? Is that everyone's favorite enemy? I have encountered them before. I mean, there's like a couple other... They love to reuse these mechanics in like freaking everything. Like they've used it in an Annihilation before. They've used it in like IS maps. They've used it... Actually, I think maybe multiple Annihilations. And I think they've used it in multiple SSS towers as well, which is like... I guess not everyone plays, but... Like they are... If there is a place, like a setting with multiple maps, like they will throw in these mechanics just because. Yeah, the exploded guys are annoying as hell. But I guess when like almost my entire team has like minimum 30 res, they're slightly more manageable. Okay, what's the... So this is the Lessing map. What do I have to do with this, though? I think I just have to have him kill a certain number of enemies. I think that's the challenge. At least 6 enemies. Okay, yeah, I can do that. Yeah. Though I feel like their explosions are a lot more manageable than the Robocops. The Robocops ones will just like destroy immediately one-shot a bunch of my range units, whereas at least like I feel like in most settings that I've encountered, the explosions from those guys will like they'll do damage, but like my units won't immediately die, and because I have a really good healer, I can just kind of like make it work. Oh wait, shit, we got Fallenik now. Let's go.
I am Fallenik from the medical department, and I am now participating in field medic missions. Meanwhile, per Dr. Kaltzit's request, I will also help you manage your health. I look forward to working with you.
I kind of wish she had a little bit of a Russian accent, just like because of her mom and everything. Speaking of which, her mom's storyline in Walk in the Dust is really good. Walk in the Dust is a good event in general, but like Fallenik's mom's storyline is like so peak, so good. But I need to read this event so I can get Fallenix storyline. Ugh. Why are there so many lanes? Multi-lane maps are like my niche's least favorite thing. Because I just don't have that much block most of the time. I think I'm gonna have to have my defenders set up there. Probably some ranged damage around them. Ironically, even S2 might once again be the play, but let's see how this goes. Let's get Fulanic some trust farming.
Medical support ready. I'll protect everyone's life.
Oh god. Don't jinx it. I haven't played this event. There might be invis enemies. Oh man, with the casters right off the bat too. That is mean.
Relax, Volcano.
Okay, and they start simultaneously, which is not ideal for me.
Don't get mad.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to deploy them both in time. I don't know if I'm gonna be able.
All the best. Watch out for fires.
Come on, Aya, let's go. I knew she could do that. No doubt in my mind. And where can I put Lessing to feed him some enemies? Oh, probably not where Aya is, because she will just delete everything.
Magma will dredge up Originium veins. Keep your distance.
Hopefully Lessing doesn't get overwhelmed. Let's see. I don't think this is gonna work super well, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Oh, maybe it will. Maybe it will. Let's go. Oh, these guys. That's right. What do it absorbs arts damage? Okay.
Ich bin schon lange bereit.
A shrill howl.
As doleful as a clarinet.
Y'all actually gonna approach? Okay. I still gotta say, Lessing's skin effects are really good. It's a good skin.
As a clarinet.
Out of my way, or I'll shove your head up this tuba.
Hinfort aus meinem Kopf.
Ruf mich das nächste Mal früher. Du kannst rennen, aber ich werde dich kriegen.
So nice of them to constantly feed him ranged enemies so that he always has his talent active. Okay, that wasn't as bad as it looked.
Saving medical supplies is a good thing, but there's no need for that on the battlefield, is there?
See, but like I still don't like his even default skin, his default look. The goats are really good, but also his S3 animation is just like, I think, straightforwardly better. The way he's like conducting and everything in it, and kind of juggling his silly little dice. The time has come. Stress test for acidics. Man, Lessing is such a weirdo. I love him. Okay, I'm gonna read this later, but he's so funny. Okay, I need to get reminded of just how much of a difference this makes. 35. Okay, so 5 at base. 2.2 times 40. Yeah, that's pretty good. 88%. Okay. Okay. Actually, I don't think I want to have that one assigned by default, though. Yeah, everything about his kit is very, very centric on like specifically blocking. Like even his damage reduction is specific to when he's blocking. So it's like I don't know. It like again, this is also for his S2, which you're supposed to like drop him on top of a problematic enemy. So like it's fine, I think. And he has enough HP, and I have enough healing in the niche that like usually he's fine regardless. But it does, I believe. I've just compared. I haven't like seen definitively from anyone because like I don't think anyone talks about blessing really. But I have looked at like numbers. I've looked at a clear that someone else used using his S2 on the new mod. Or maybe it was a different one. But yeah, it was S2 with the mod, I believe. And the damage that it was showing was consistent with if it ignored the total defense. And I think it's consistent with the wording that it should, with the way that the skill specifically says it multiplies the first talent effect rather than a specific aspect of the first talent effect. So I believe it does. Again, because this is AK, they don't specify, so maybe we never really will know. But yeah, the RW the blocking, it feels like an unnecessary. I will say it's an unnecessary stipulation for him. It feels like they kind of like are giving him weird conditions when they really don't need to. He's fine without. He'd be fine if he could do that stuff to non-blocked enemies, but it is at least consistent with the rest of his kit. Like skill 2 is for dropping on problematic enemies, and skill 3's attack is only against a block target as well, so he gets no bonus attack to the approaching enemy already, which is kind of cringe, but fine enough, I guess. I you know what? Maybe for thematically, maybe it's not HG putting restrictions on him. Maybe it's just the effect of him like constantly binding himself with like his weird zip tie seatbelt things. HG loves to give so many weird conditions to welfare 6 stars. And only one of them has that weird condition removed. Why couldn't they just give this treatment to all the other welfare 6 stars? They all deserve it. I think Lumen doesn't have any weird restrictions, I guess. But... yeah, Blessing's great. Also, sorry, what was your thing about the story is really good. The mod story, that sounds really great. I love that his skin is also canonically from a gift from the other young liches trying to get him like something nice. So maybe once again when they fucked up and he needs to fix something. Anyway, that's all I had to do for the mods. I might actually leave Twilight of Elementa there for now. Because I'm a little desperate on sanity for now for farming stuff from the new event, but I guess they did remove Crown Slayer's restriction, but it came at the cost of it was on like ultimately the wrong base effect. Like they should have put it on the better base effect mod. And also like the thing with her kit is that like the whole dodge thing. See, this is why this isn't specific to welfare 6 stars. This is just like it was a mistake to release units with mods. But the way that her hit rate reduction is balanced, it's basically specifically designed for being based off of the increase that she gets for that. This should just be the base effect, and then she should also have the other mod that's good. But oh well. Still, she is goated with her new mod that's coming up. Like really looking like that's probably now post Vivi mod, that is like maybe the mod that I'm most excited about coming forward. But man, she is so cool. Raise your Crown Slayer, everyone. I feel like a lot of the people in this chat are the kind of people who will have raised Crown Slayer, but cannot be said enough. People should raise their Crown Slayer. Also, like, this is kind of related to the point I made about Surtur in my last video, where I talked about how people always like, in the context of the last video about Viviana, it was about how everyone's like, oh, she's not a good Surtur. Oh, Surtur's busted. Surtur's busted. Why use Viviana? When like the reality is that Surtur is no longer quite as meta-defining as she once was. Realistically, the same is true of Crown Slayer. Like Yato and Texalt are still very strong, like, and minimal thought type units. But they're not like the peak of high difficulty content in the way that they were around their release either. And having this kind of wide range, consistent crowd control has legitimate use cases that are decidedly not invalidated by the other 6-star, executors. I always get those two mixed up. But yeah, like I was actually talking about this with some people. I don't have what's her name? Typhon. I don't have Typhon, but hers is another. She's getting a second, like, I won't say the effects of it, but she's getting another, so don't worry too much about spoilers, but she's getting a second mod on CN. And it's another case of like, I'm sure there are use cases for that, especially since like her first mod is about defense ignore, and like realistically in casual content, there's not content that is so difficult. If you're just playing the game normally and not like pushing hardcore stuff, you won't encounter enemies with nearly high enough a defense for it to like super matter that she doesn't have her mod. But she was again built around having that defense ignore from her mod. And now the second mod, though it does have like some novel use cases, ultimately just doesn't, like, it means that you're losing out on part of her base kit, which is like just a bad design decision. And now they're kind of locked into it, which is unfortunate. But yeah, there's like all of the most interesting mods pretty much, minus like Logos and Ella, pretty much came after the unit's release, I think. Like a lot of the most famous, like, oh, this like hugely buffed this unit, like Kyobi and like Rosa and stuff like that. And like all of those interesting ones came after release instead of just being like part of the base kit. And I think, especially now as they're almost caught up with mods, except for my poor boy Charity, who is just like cursed to never have a module, even though his like actually I'd be really interested. I am curious what they'll do with his I would, it'll probably be feels more arch damage in his reflect, but I'd love them to give him a little bit more res. I think that'd be neat too. But yeah, it's, I mean, and even like RW, you're talking about Ella, like Ella is again a unit that could never really get a second mod because she's so based around that first mod. Like maybe it would work. Like they gave Logos a second mod, and that is actually like a pretty good mod, and there are distinct use cases for it. But like it's I don't know. Yeah, I haven't her. Are you talking about her mod X? Yeah, her mod X is. Her mod Y is like actually is quite good. Like to the point where I feel like so I'm really looking forward to her getting an IS specific mod with this upcoming update, limited banner and all that. But I feel like there will be aspects of mod Y that I will miss when I don't use it because I'm using her IS mod in IS. But yeah, also I feel like what it took for even for like Ash to get a second mod was basically them releasing. It was, I think, around. I don't think it was during the R6S second rerun, but I think it was, or second event. But I think it was around then. So I feel like the only way we'd get an Ella second mod was if they were doing another one, another collab, because I don't think they're gonna just like drop another super limited units mod out of nowhere. Just like I don't really expect Yato to get a second mod either, which is fine because this is the better base effect anyway. But yeah, it's granted there are plenty of mods that release after a unit has that are also massive disappointments. But that's neither here nor there. Man, the new 6-star actually, I'm not gonna I don't know if how y'all feel about CN spoilers, so I'm gonna like play it cool unless you're all I'm gonna not gonna go heavy on the CN spoilers unless y'all are cool with it. But the new 6-star, I just look at the new 6-star's kit and then like look back at Carnelian and think like, this is what they could have given you. It could have been like this. So I do think it is appropriate for the character that they gave it to. So like I'm not bemoaning that character getting cool stuff. I think that's neat. Man, my girl Carnelian deserves something. Give her a Delta mod, give her an IS mod, give her something. Because she deserves better. Though speaking of IS, I think I'm gonna start pushing up. Oh, actually, oh my gosh, RW, sorry, you just reminded me of something. So I've been really lucky. My last couple of videos have done pretty well. So I've actually been on, I don't usually bother using YouTube Studio for analytics and stuff because I don't really care about my analytics. But I was using it to make sure that I didn't miss any like comments that I wanted to respond to. And I discovered a tab that I had never encountered before, and it was like inspiration. It was an inspiration tab, and I was like, okay, what on earth is this about? Is this like current trends in the things that you post with, or like frequently viewed videos from like your viewership and stuff like that? No, it's so much worse. It was AI. Of course it was AI, but it was AI generated suggestions for videos, complete with like awful AI suggested thumbnails. It was so bad. But my favorite thing about them was that they were suggesting video topics on things that didn't necessarily exist, including Arknight stage 651 mystery solved. The secrets of Arknight stage 651 are finally revealed. You'll be shown the most efficient way to clear this challenging stage and earn valuable rewards. What the? What is this? It's so bad. Stage 651 mystery solved. Anyway, um, very popular topic with my viewers apparently. Uh, whether or not it exists, very popular. Um, so from now on, whenever someone asks what I'm working on next, it will be, oh, I'm working on the solving the stage 651 mystery. Also, hey, detective. But yeah, this is. How much money do you think? How much money do you think Google spent on this? More money than I've ever had in my life combined, I'm sure. And it is. Oh man, it. Oh, it's so like, especially like making videos is a creative outlet for me, and it's something that I enjoy and something that I specifically do because it lets me like try new things while doing stuff related to stuff I'm passionate about. And I can't imagine a situation where like what a sad existence it would be to not have enough passion to like be able to think of this shit for yourself and instead have to do like, man, I have to rely on AI generated bull. Also, like, this is the same character wearing two outfits. I have to point that out. Not a character that exists in Arknights, but the same character nonetheless. What is going on behind them? I have no idea. Um, but I, yeah, I am just like, could you imagine like what a sad existence it would be to like rely on AI suggested video topics 100% of the time and not have like like if you don't have the passion to think of it, maybe find something else that you do have the interest in. But oh yeah, this was like one of the few, Eric, and this was one of the few that wasn't Viviana related, which is also not surprising. Um, but yeah, let me know, Lance, what you come up with. I'm really curious. Uh, you have great titles for yours too that I feel like could introduce some really funny concepts to this bullshit AI. That I'm very curious what will come of that. Um, but yeah, that was, was I I'm not leaving YouTube. I'm very happy. I'm making videos and stuff. I'm really excited about the prospect of making more videos. But seeing that did make me think for a moment, like, why am I on this platform? uh, no, Mandragora, no. Oh man, see that's not AI. That's just me coping. That we will one day get Mandragora, and she will be just as pathetic as an operator as she was. Just so sad, soggy little cat. Oh man, Mandragora is great. Can't wait till we get Mandragora. It's so sad that she's not meta, but you know what? Maybe Mandragora Alter will come around, and that'll be her time to shine. No snakes? Not a single one. Holy cow! I assumed, especially since like you're so like more than most niches, like you specifically mention like a real world thing. Like the AI wouldn't necessarily know what the hell like Shuzenji ops would be, but like I assumed specifically talking about snakes would surely introduce them into the thing, but apparently not, I guess. Uh, anyway, it's been a long time since I've actually played IS5. I haven't even done this So I might be pretty bad here. But I'm gonna try to push past 16. I'm probably not gonna do any of the extra endings just yet. I'm gonna work on getting to D18, but gotta start the climb somewhere. Also, I haven't used the new Ingot Squad buffs yet, so I feel like I gotta try that out. I was hoping for a 6 stars. Those are all. Eh. Yeah, okay. Also, does anyone have any like fun recommendations for IS5 starts? I've been going with these 3 mostly lately. But I still haven't really settled on cisgender logos has to be like weird furnace storytelling alternate universe type stuff. Like that has to be it feels like it feels like it's being told by Nymph who just doesn't know. Yeah, Rose Montes is a good call. Also, Rose Montes is just like I appreciate that they made Rose Montes busted in IS. For one, because like they released Wichita, which was just so mean to to Roz, but I also think they made her really strong in an incredibly fun way, which I can definitely get on board with. Nymph just doesn't know. Nymph just does. Oh man. What can I do? I'm gonna see if this still works on 16.
Hi, everyone.
The rare Haze S1 use case, because if I have her on S2, she just gets blown up partway through the map. Oh, that's so true.
It's driving me wild.
I haven't played enough since the expansion. I need to mess with that more. No, I don't think. Yeah, wait. I think I need to wait for one more attack from that guy.
Out and about. На позиции. Все проголодались, верно? Here we go. Here we go.
I mean, I will say, like, it feels like for both IS4 and IS5, and I think a bit so in IS3 as well, like, the expansion maps end up just being, like, decidedly worse than the base ones, which is unfortunate.
Here we go.
I'm really curious what we'll see with the new IS6 though. I'm really looking forward to seeing how that thematically it looks really neat. No, don't kill him quite yet. Okay, there we go. Also, is Radiant supposed to be the like welfare? Oh, this was a mistake. I retreated my unites. Shouldn't have done that. Man, See, Elusive Merc is already one that I just like completely avoid.
Don't make any more noise out and about.
I don't think this is gonna work super well, but I need him to turn around.
Go ahead. Bye.
Turn around. Stupid fucking rat.
Don't get carried away.
Yeah, no. I shouldn't have bet on him turning around. I should have put Cruz there looking the other direction. That's so interesting. I'm glad that they are adding her because she is cool, and I think they should just add all of the elite ops. Like, when am I gonna get my girl touch for the Yo, Free Dusk, let's go. Is this is this maybe the best choice before her IS mod? Maybe not. But I really like Dusk, so I will forgive it. Let me add someone. Do. Okay, what's this? Oh. Well, I can just get a free plan. Huh. Okay. Yeah, this I get it. The squad is busted. Okay. I will take you. I'm actually not going to take a 6-star here. I'm going to take Beanstalk. So that was probably... Ah, man. I probably should have taken... Oh. This is one of my favorite... I'm gonna with... no, I'm not gonna. Yeah. You just have, like, infinite money now.
Don't keep me too long.
Infinite money glitch, let's go. I guess I E2 Dusk. Let's go. Okay, I am gonna withdraw it too. I'm gonna get Cal. Man, another free unit, but I definitely more so need what Cal gives me. Oh, that one's useful too. Man. I haven't quite gotten to the point where I have infinite money yet. Tragic.
I will correct any flawed
Also,
decisions
so
that occur during exploration.
oh, don't put me on the bad mod. Okay, there we go. Man, Dusk is so fun. I'm looking forward to her IS mod. I don't think her IS mod will be as busted as like First Montes is, but I think it will be very fun, and that's what really counts. I wonder if that applies to Dusk's Freelings. I don't know. Oh, I think I have played enough. I have seen this map, and it is. Actually, I want to see how these guys interact with Dusk's Freelings. But I feel like this is probably more so the one to do. I just don't know if I have what I need to clear that, unfortunately. I see that is one thing that I'm looking forward to with Dusk's IS mod is that I feel like it will have a lot of synergies with various like uh what are they called? Various collectibles and stuff, which I think could make it pretty fun. Actually, I'm gonna do this.
Some people on this team are as talented and impressive as Melee.
Oh, come on.
I'm interested to see how this operation
There we go.
unfolds, Doctor.
Oh, I forgot that that's for Splashcasters too. That's actually not bad for Dusk, I'm gonna be honest. She definitely can use the help with that. I want to get King's... Oh, come on. I was trying to get King's Relics here. Yeah, I'll promote Cal, I think.
The anti-original.
I should get one back from clearing this, so I think I might try this. Hopefully I now have enough. Oh, that's right, it's 3 plans on this difficulty. Didn't realize. Yeah, one of these days I'll raise Burdened. One of these days. I do think he is neat. You have definitely convinced me, I will say, that Verdant's underappreciated, especially since I feel like a lot of the things that I appreciate about Baseline, a unit that I will always go to bat for, Verdant can kind of do similarly in the way that he can very much trivialize ranged arts damage, which I think is a worthwhile niche. But I just haven't gotten around to it yet. Honestly, I need to raise more 4 stars in general. But I think I'm gonna save my money. No, I want to stick where Lebowski is. No, I don't need that. Do the Boskies still cost the same amount? Or do I need an extra one for those two? I really should have paid more attention when I was starting this, clearly.
Executing battle plan. What's your plan? Never let your guard down before the enemy.
it would do well with a splash of ink. Shh! Don't make any more noise. Oh, is it my stand still? Follow my orders, monster.
Ooh, okay.
Better leave the setting of the sun. The brush draws up the peaks. На позиции.
Dusk has 3 roommates, one of my favorite skills in the entire game. It's so fun. However, I would like Beanstalk to attack the fucking thing.
On alert. I will sync follow my orders, monster.
Oh, that's not ideal.
Like a shadow. Go ahead. Stand still.
Watch out for a voice.
Oh, that's not ideal.
It's the best vessel for curses.
Like I said, I'm a little rusty at IS5 right now.
What's your plan? Follow my orders, monster. Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Okay, glad to see that Boski still costs the same. Also, hi Biotech. How's it going?
Victory? Whatever. A victory's a victory after all.
Tragic. Getting. Oh, I should use the new skin. But... Actually, this is gonna be kind of nice for. Yeah, that's fair, Lance. I feel like, yeah, that's a very targeted one. Though I actually wait, I didn't read that. Okay, yeah. Wait, can I? Oh, okay. I could just get infinite plans here. Okay, that's fun. I should probably get hope at some point too, but what's this do? Actually, I could use the hope, yeah. Do. Okay, actually I will not do that stage. Okay, finally getting the King's Relics. I shouldn't have, I wasn't thinking about skipping that. I was trying to figure out like, oh wait, does the free shop refresh work separately on Boski passages? And lo and behold, they do. But I didn't think about what map I was actually applying that to, which I should have, but oh well. I should have actually checked what this was. Okay. I think that's doable.
Hope I can help.
I'm not actually sure I'm super well set up for this, but we'll see how this goes.
I propose we begin our operation at the top of the hour. It'll be easier to keep track of time. Perfect timing. Monster.
Out and about.
What's your plan? On my way. Prepare to counterattack. Would any of you like to be my paint?
Uh-oh. Okay. Salvageable.
Here we. You think you've got
I forgot
all
to
the
change that
trimmings,
back.
don't you?
Better leave the fine brush at home.
Ooh, just enough. Let's go.
What's your plan? Suppressing originating activity.
Есть здесь, чтобы защищать. 準備万端。ここは遠かないよ。Any more noise? Взбодритесь, народ!
Better leave the fire. I am rather attached to you. Most of the time.
Oh, is it my
Okay, you see. Oh, shoot.
来た来た。
Oh, I'm gonna have another leak.
Now,
Okay,
you
here
think
it is.
you've got all the trimmings, don't you?
I will synchronize suppressing originating activity.
Go ahead. Bye. Взбодритесь, народ!
Don't go too far.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Угощайтесь! Выберите меня! Меня выберите!
I know, I haven't gotten a guard voucher
This
while I
is
still have
worth
hope,
celebrating.
which is unfortunate.
When we get back to Rhodes Island, we won't have to eat my cooking anymore.
Here we go. Here's the Viviana pickup. Oh, where is she? There we go. Oh, no. Ooh, okay, yeah, I will take that every time. I don't know, I feel like IS2 has some pretty pathetic floor 3 bosses. Okay, we got another Boski. I haven't actually figured out. Well, for one, I didn't have the hope for it, so I would have to have picked a different squad to make that work. basically, I kind of feel like Viviana really wants her E2, which means I would basically have to start with the guard Vanguard squad, which means that you kind of lose out on the more broken starting squads, especially since I haven't actually used this one yet, but I wanted to try it out, the Inca squad. So that kind of ruled out Vivi start, unfortunately. But I need to see, the thing is, the other thing is that, yeah, yeah. See, that's why my start was 5-star and 2 4-stars. But I feel like I also need to figure out the maybe E1 Viviana start. I haven't really. It should be possible. I just don't know. The problem is that the squad that she would start with would leave her without really any good options for taking out the plan crystals. Which makes it more difficult to kind of get started snowballing in IS5 in the way that you kind of want to like maximize the plans as quickly as possible and sort of start getting the King's Relic, start getting shots, start getting Boskies and stuff like that. But oh shoot, I need to actually, speaking of King's Relics, I need to get back down to 1 HP. I don't like that one. I mean, honestly, Viviana can be a lane holder as is. The problem isn't even really Viviana in a Vivi start. It's rather the way that she wouldn't have the squad around her to deal with her struggles as much. That's true. And then I could maybe do E2 Vivi, Meta Camilla. But the problem is that like the Ingot squad and like the free refresh squad are just like so strong that like not taking those feels like the wrong decision most of the time. But I don't know. I actually need to think about what my plan is for the rest of the thing. I think I want to get Rosemontes. Obviously I want to get Vivi E2. I'd like another proper medic. And I think those are the main things that I'm going to need. Neither of those are that. Shoe would be a nice pickup, but kind of a luxury pickup. I will take this, though, for a special bonus Boski. I'll take that for a bunch of extra plans. Yeah, I don't need to play with the strongest squads, but I haven't played enough of IS5 to have it like hacked to the point where like I can just go all 4 stars or something like that. Like I'm gonna be honest, I still don't really feel like I know what I'm doing in a big way with when I play this mode. So as I'm still kind of figuring that out, it feels like, I don't know. It feels like maybe they're a crutch, but I might still kind of need that squad. But might still kind of need that squad. Yeah, that's fair. I've honestly like the other thing about not using those things is it feels like if I wanted that kind of IS experience, I would just go and play one of the better IS modes. Like if I wanted the not having the blueprint or the ingot squad, I would just play IS4 because it's, I think, better. But I don't know. Now I kind of have. There's my Vivi E2. I should have gotten that for Rosemont. I can still get that for Rosemontes, that's right. Well, there's the Roz voucher. No, that wouldn't be enough help for it. Unfortunate. Who do I swap that? Probably.
Ich, Viviana Droste, werde Kerze und Schwert führen, in deinem Namen Siege zu erringen.
Yes, I definitely built up Vivi's Delta mod. And that was a big part of why I was going for her E2 was because she gets such a jump in power. She gets such a jump in power at E2, not just because of the Delta mod, but also because her skills, her skill 2 and skill 3 really, really require masteries to be like any good. But yeah, let's see. Yeah, okay, I think I can work this. I always forget about selling stuff. Again, yeah, and no shields on E1 is like kind of wild, not gonna lie.
Executing battle plan.
Would any of you like to be my paint? Better leave the fine brush at home.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Dusk is so fun. She's so good. That stalling is so funny. Okay, well that's
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt. Ich werde deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
I wasn't paying attention to the treasure chest there, unfortunately.
Don't go too with the setting of the sun. The brush draws up the peaks.
Maybe I can make this work anyway. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, the Vivi in the corner is kind of blocking the difficulty level, but yeah, it's E16. Okay.
auch immer, deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen
Just gone.
helfen.
Vivi is... Oh, Vivi's cracked.
Not bad.
It's always, yeah, Erica, it's always the times where you don't actually benefit from it that you get absurdly good shield rolls. And then when you do have a clear that like 100% relies on them, they just don't show up. Oh shit, okay. Now, do I have the setup for this? I feel like it'll be desktop. I might need to swap out another
Hope I can help.
ground unit for post. Okay, my concern was, this might start a little too fast for my squad, which I am slightly worried about, but I think it should be doable. Wait, I didn't refresh for a store. I should refresh for a store. Myself a free plan and free money. Oh man, please tell me there's... I was really hoping for enough to be able to get Roz. Oh well. This is good though. Oh, do I get like the special closed Kaz built just for Viviana? I think I'm gonna hold off on that for now. I have enough SP recovery from these that like it doesn't really matter too much. That I will take because that just ends up being more money. The illusion of choice. They do the exact same thing. Oh, that's true. The Dusk's 3 cycle would benefit from that. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to interpret anything just yet. Okay, definitely want to work the Boski into things. Yeah, sure, I'll make Viviana even more turbo cracked. Why not? Yes, there we go. Now, if only one of those had been the caster one, that would have been so great. I'm actually gonna do this, see if I can get promo Raz. I cannot, unfortunate. Where's the plans? One, two, three, four, five, six. Okay, that's not gonna work, unfortunately. Oh well.
任務分かってる
Yeah, I wouldn't blame you. But this ain't a we should all run. I'll tell you that much. Me and my squad's looking kind of incomplete. I'm gonna be honest. I should probably take this combat just for that. Where am I at levels? Okay, yeah, this should get me a level. Yeah, to be honest, I need to work a bit more on like figuring out the balance between like when I want to take a fight and when I don't with this squad. So I'm not really used to this one yet. Wait, I need to back out of this one because I need to get the where is it? I need to get the bonus post key. Man, it hurts giving out. It hurts passing on those, but maybe left those a bit late. Really? You've just given me plans. I'm gonna take the hope actually. How my squad's looking. I am actually going to take this because Vivi's going to be the one who is tanking Fremont. What is that? Oh. Okay, yeah, I gotta withdraw for that. I know that there's a seed that's especially good for refreshing the account balance. I need to find what that is. I haven't actually done that yet, but we gotta make Roz's bust this weekend. Ooh. Where am I at with this stuff? This probably work. You're right. I need a Rob. I forgot about that. Completely forgot about that. I will need to do that. I think I'm going to run this combat and then I will swap the encounter. No, wait. I think there is a... I completely forgot about robbing and forgot to plan for that entirely. I think there is another shop on the main floor outside of the Bosky. But I want to double check that. But fortunately, I am streaming, so I can actually go back and see What is going on with that? Yeah, I don't want to take the HP one anyway. What the Yes, there is one more outside. Okay. So I think I'm going to do Witch Curse Alliance because I think I'm a little bit more confident in how I can do that one. Whereas I don't really know this one. I'll swap you for Blackfen.
As foretold.
Okay. I probably will watch the 5.5 anniversary stream, but
Let's get this over with.
it's also just kind of funny, these anniversary streams, because it's like, oh man, I wonder what they'll announce, as if we don't already know literally all of
I'm in a good mood
what's
today.
coming.
I'll give you this
Oh
one
man, this is
titled Bones on the Sand.
just a joke. Okay. Fuck. I meant to retreat her before that. Damn.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt.
Monster.
Ich werde der Flass die Zeit auf dieser düsteren Nacht ruhen. Ich werde der vorüber...
I will sync suppressing enrichment activity.
This battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
Noch immer feine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
Copy the infinite with the tangible. Bring the intangible to life.
Yeah, that was predictable. I knew that was coming, but
I have received enlightenment.
oh man, the reflect damage is doing a bit more than I anticipated, to be honest. Okay, how is that? Speed.
Ich werde der feine Beine zusammenzubinden.
Fortunately, Vivi
wird dir
can tank
nicht
that no
beim
problem.
Fliegen helfen.
Oop. Oh man. Like I said, I'm a little bit rusty in this mode.
Noch immer
There we
feine
go.
Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen
Ooh,
helfen.
okay. Black shook you back up. Okay, I didn't expect that. I'm gonna be honest. I didn't realize that one hadn't eaten yet. Well, I might have just thrown. That's unfortunate.
Das ist keine Arena. Narben werden hier nicht besorgt.
Okay.
Noch immer lass die Zeit auf dieser düsteren Nacht ruhen.
On alert. Oh, is it my turn?
Ich werde der Poesie ist Stoff aus den Fäden unserer Gedanken.
This battlefield would do well with a splash of ink.
Ich werde der weiße Rose. Schlechter Kleinmeister.
Any more noise? Better leave the setting of the sun. The brush draws up the peaks.
Oh, okay. Oh.
So long as it turns out well, a little pain.
Oh, that was, oh. Oh, okay. Survived. Oh, yeah, I can remove the mystery of 651. Forgot about that. Let's see what the... Yeah, I feel like Blaze is a likely choice for the VA along with the host, but you never know. Yeah, Saga getting an ENVO would be great, but man, there's some 6-stars that are just like been out for a long ass time where you're like, why haven't you gotten an ENVA yet? Come on, what are you doing? But also, I will be, man, I'm probably going to do 200 to get Neon, and I want to get Blaze and you because I want to have like the rest of the Burn Squad alongside Viviana, especially since I already have the rest of the Burn Squad built. But last time I did 200 pulls, I did not end up getting Vulpes Foglia, so I'm hoping that this time I get both of the units, but we'll see how that goes. Yeah, no, they're just like, HG is so dedicated to making sure that our 5-star arts protectors never get their damn mods. Free us, give us their mods, please. You're running out of subclasses that don't have mods. Please, finally do this. But I still have my cope that the next non-summer limited banner is so almost definitely going to be the Litanian. It's going to be Zwillingströme Part 2, which is definitely going to give me the 5-star or 6-star Arts Protector Lieselotte. But man, I really hope we get her. I'm not 100% betting on it, but I think it would make so much sense. But will they do another limited defender so soon? I don't know. They love to do their limited guards. They love to do their limited or their flashy guards. They love to do their flashy casters and stuff. And I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, what was I going to do with this? Might as well do Bruce. No, I will not take that life point. Just trying to get rid of. think I might actually get another medic. I get Tolopsis. Or do I get Wispy? I think Wispy has the more flexible range that I'd want here. Glory Pack works with Freelings! Oh my gosh. I should have been using that, clearly. Oh man. Deploy... I hate the deploy limit down. Actually, I will not rob this one because I will be going into there where I will have another one that I can do and rob. That's right. Okay. Yeah, let's get Roz some more attack. Some more attack and attack speed. E2 Wispy. Okay. Yeah, I heard that like there's a pretty big chance that Ryan is just because of that, but like I don't know. I don't know. I'm definitely still coping that it's gonna be Litanian, but I don't have. But yeah, I also actually honestly wouldn't mind more Ryan story just because I love the Ryan squad. But hey, there we go. I see that this is the problem. I don't know enough VAs by name. In fact, I don't even know enough actors period by name to like actually give you a good answer for who Mountain's ENVA would be. But I hope he gets one soon, and I hope it's good because he's another one of those Sixers that has just been waiting for a long ass time, and it's like, man deserves it. He's been in so many people's squads for so long. He deserves to finally have like an ENVA. What do I want to refresh? Honestly, probably the emergency, given that I'm on so little health, as that's a bit more of a risk. All right. And I need to remember to rob the store here. Yeah, Unectes hasn't either. Unectes, I'm still waiting for my goat Carnelian to finally get hers. They could do so many interesting things with her voice. I know I've talked about this before on plenty of other streams, but like her being from Sargon, living in like in Litanian, and having like obviously speaking in English could do so many interesting things with her accent. Granted, that would probably make it more difficult for them to find a VA for her because it's very specific, but like, oh, it would be so good. I am disappointed that only Phantom speaks French, but also I admire their insistence that France no longer exists. France is gone. Only one person speaks. Dead language and everything. But man, I French is like I actually do speak French, so like it is like the one alternate language that I was honestly probably the most excited to see and hear. And unfortunately, it doesn't look like we're actually really getting it beyond a single, beyond a single unit, but. A southern accent would actually be really fun, for Mountain and in general. Oh, that's not where I wanted that to land. Oh, oh. Man, Roz. The second that invisibility wears off. Ooh, okay. There we go. Okay. They do have, there is like one southern accent in the game, and it is croissant. But I think they should add more. I think that'd be so funny. Like, it's such a missed opportunity with so many Colombian ops and stuff. Just watch. We finally get a Rosemontis ENVA, and she will be speaking in the thickest southern accent imaginable.
Hope I can help.
I'm just gonna do this, yeah. Now I need to refresh this, make it a shop, so that I can then go rob the shop. What do I want to buy first, though? I'm gonna get the shields. I don't know. I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna refresh and then steal on the refresh, because this just isn't speaking to me. Okay, yeah, no, I'd say this is decent. I can work with this. I have so many damn plans. I have way more plans than I need. I'm actually gonna even delete a couple so that I can get the DP cost of my units down a little bit. I mean, Country Roads, Take Me Home, like, is canon. Like, John Denver canonically exists in Arknights, so it only makes sense that we get an Appalachian accent.
Das Mondlicht hat sich kaum auf das windige Parterre gelegt. Und schon behauptest du, den Herbst in seiner Gänze erlebt zu haben?
I need to get my... Oh, okay, you just don't do that. I think I just beat it too fast. Okay, yeah, Roz got that. She has those. Yeah, Leitza would make sense for her to get hers. I mean, for multiple reasons, but also she's just another operator that's been around for ages that still doesn't have one. I never actually noticed this big sphere. One sec. I'm gonna deploy a unit up here that I can... I never noticed this before. Also, I like how it covers up quartz here. That's funny. Oh, I forgot to do her first activation. Oops. I was so entranced by just how ridiculous Resmondis' damage was that I completely forgot to activate Vivi's skill the first time. I love that I just have this one square of like turbo necrosis, but nothing, because nothing has reached beyond that.
A bit late, not a big problem.
Ich werde dir keine Beine zusammenzubinden. Wird dir nicht beim
Pioneer strike. It's more important than brute strength.
Go quartz! I mean, they can get to Roz and Dusk's range no problem, and I'd be able to deal with them no... Okay, there we go. But yay, quartz contributed.
When every phase of the mission proceeds with watch-like precision, victory is assured.
I love how Quartz is just obsessed with watches. Oh, shoot. Gotta remember to deal with that. Let's... Okay. Sure, I'll get Sculptor, why not? This, if memory serves, Wall you can upgrade and it becomes the camouflage one. Does anyone know if the camouflage on operators prevents them from being moved by Fremont, or does he just like not worry about that targeting?
Fight alongside the others? Against whom?
Gotta get my boy baseline. Sure, I'll need to in New York. It still moves them. Damn. Okay. I'll leave maybe one ranged unit out just to find out for sure, but I'm just saying it'd be goated if it works. Well, wall. Let's go. Yeah, sure, that's pretty good. And neither of those matter at this point. I have not seen this before. That's neat. What is the... Oh man, that's an annoying one. Oh well.
I'll follow your baton for the time being.
Honestly, probably meteor there.
Leave the long distance support to me.
Beanstalks, good to still have. Okay, now hopefully I don't throw on the very last stage, but we'll see.
Verschwinde. Das ist der letzte feine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen helfen.
負傷者はこちらに。行け！私たちの実力を見せてあげよう。あなたの子方は死んだ。死なせないように気をつける。
Noch immer warte ich auf längst überfällige Klarheit. Ich werde der Poesie ist Stoff aus den Fäden unserer Gedanken.
Vivi good. This is not news anymore, but like Viviana is pretty goated. Okay, who is going to be my token sacrifice here? To find out if the camouflage works.
Ich werde der Poesie ist Stoff aus den Fäden unserer Gedanken.
Oh, looks like it's not gonna work. Yeah, okay.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
I join in the performance at the right section.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you. To the song of the distant sea.
I'll stay vigil. Perfect chance. Awaiting your orders.
No longer the sky and the land, both a drought to relief.
Awaiting your orders.
On alert! Oh, is it my head? I think you're going. 負傷者はこちらに。
Now I'm admittedly struggling to remember exactly where he shows up, like what the line he takes, and where I need to have my units to block him. But I do want to make sure that.
Would any of you like to be my paint?
There we go.
Verschwinde. Das ist deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim Fliegen.
Too difficult to explain. Let me paint it for you.
Noch immer deine Beine zusammenzubinden, wird dir nicht beim
Okay, D16, not too bad. Though I will say, one IS5 thing that I do appreciate is that both ending 1 and ending 3, at least, really like having a unit that can tank a boss, and like that is such a great spot for Vivi. She's so good at that.
No longer may the sorrow sink into my blood.
2-second redeploy if maxed. Oh my gosh, that's so good. I already knew April would be good, but I didn't put together the fact just how low her redeploy would be. That's really fun. Oh, that's so good. Yippee, free stuff. Let's go. Okay, these are actually very much needed because I'm trying to get the mats to build all the new ops for the new event, but ooh, also that's right. I'm really looking for I'm excited about Mudrock's skin too. I think it's her best one of them. But I think this is going to be where I call it for now. I think it's been a pretty productive time. Got Blessing's cool new mod. Ooh, I mean, pretty much anyone who's like a fast redeploy is just like cracked in RA just by default. Though, I mean, like fast redeploys in general are pretty cracked. But yeah. Actually, that's right. This next update should be the one that has Unecti's RA mod, right? That'll be fun to mess around with. Looking forward to giving her that. But anyway, thanks everyone for hanging out. It's been a lot of fun. I'm beginning to feel my voice getting a little scratchy. I'm not used to talking for 2+ hours straight, but thanks everyone for coming and hanging out and finally getting the Blessing mod, finally starting the D18 climb in IS5. And yeah, I hope everyone has a good time. I'll probably be I'm not entirely sure what my plans for the next couple of weeks will be. I have a lot of video ideas that are kind of tenuously related. It's not just like straightforward, like, should you pull the new operators? But I have some video ideas that are related to the upcoming limited event. So I'm going to try to see if I can push at least a couple of those out while that's still around. It might be... We'll see. They're pretty time consuming, so we'll see where that leaves me with time for streaming and with time for finishing the videos. I also have my parents are actually going to be visiting town, so my wife and I will have to be I don't know. Parents visiting is always a lot, so we'll see how much time that leaves me for videos and for streaming, but hopefully see you all again before too long. Hopefully I'll be able to at the very least stream the new event when it releases, but hope you all have a good time. In case I don't see you before then, hope your next pulls go well, and yeah, I'll talk to you all again soon. See you later.